these forms of management were destroyed, mainly because of turning the ocean into a public space. So for Polynesians, the lagoon and the ocean was part of their territories. It was a part of their being, right? The ocean was a part of their essence. And when colonization occurred, it cut the ocean and the lagoon off from their existence. But there's a resurgence of this rahui throughout French Polynesia and other parts of the Pacific. And so we're seeing, we're looking and learning about these grassroots movements to protect areas over short periods and then open them and then close them again. Some of the methods that we're training our students in is everything from underwater fish surveys to catch surveys to household interviewing, that kind of bread and butter of social science, as well as ethnographic interviewing. So just last month in February, Papara on the southern coast of Tahiti opened for the first time in 4 years, and we were able to go there and learn about this opening. Super exciting event. We measured the catch. Over a ton of fish were caught, but Polynesians prefer relatively small fish relative to Westerners, not the big, large fish that we tend to like with boneless fish, right? We fillet fish. Polynesians like small, bony fish. And they're also very keen on not harvesting the largest fish. So we did some preliminary fish surveys before and after, and the 2-day opening did not have very big ecosystem effects, but there was enough harvesting to make people satisfied. But our interviews show that that the expectations of after 4 years of closing a coral reef, you'd have much better fishing, and we were told that there was still a lot of poaching occurring. So there's a lot to learn about how to help communities in French Polynesia and in Mexico, where this is also occurring, to enhance their capacity to manage. And so we're looking into these various research questions. And I just want to emphasize all of the community partners from the Rahui Center in Papeete, French Polynesia, plus the long-term ecological Coral Reef Center on Moorea, who I'm partnering with to work on this project. Thank you. And up next, we have Dr. Gabriela Fernandez.
All right. So thank you again for inviting me. I'm Dr. Gabriela Fernandez. I'm an adjunct faculty and graduate advisor in the Master of Science in Big Data Analytics here at San Diego State University, and I'm also director of the Metabolism of Cities Living Lab. We're under the Center for Human Dynamics in the Mobile Age here in the Department of Geography, Storm Hall, 3rd floor. Additionally, I also belong to a UN working group, the United Nations Environmental Program, a specific working group on major group for children and youth, where we work on projects related to microplastics and marine litter across the world. So here's a little bit of a snapshot about the Metabolism of Cities Living Lab. We work on projects related to the US-Mexico border, but also internationally. And if you see here on the presentation, we're located in different areas around the world. We're located in Mexico, we're located in South America, in Europe, in Africa as well. So we've developed several different projects and activities all across. Additionally, we have focused on developing different projects related to the SDGs in action. I also teach a smart cities class here at SDSU under the big data analytics. So we work with students to make sure that they work on projects relating to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We work on projects that governments can localize, right? And additionally, we work on citizen science activities, these type of activities relating, for example, last year we worked on a beach cleanup along the US-Mexico border in order to create awareness about the pollution that is found there. Let me grab this because I cannot see the screen. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. So this is a little bit of the work that we do. Additionally, we work on several different areas from sustainable food, education, gender, sustainable cities and communities, health, well-being and demography, energy, decarbonization, digital revolution for sustainable development. Here we have focused on several different spheres, from creating, as I mentioned, projects related to the SDGs, student projects, citizen science. We've also developed several different interactive dashboards, virtual reality video games in order to educate, for example, children on how to walk to and from school. We teamed up with an elementary school in Chula Vista as well. We've also worked on, let's say, developing international collaborations around the world. So here we have some of our team that's in Italy. Additionally, we participate in international venues as the COP. We participated in COP 26, 27, and 28, where we developed side events. And we have, for the past years, developed the SDG interactive dashboard, where we looked on across San Diego County, different vulnerable hotspot areas, and develop real-life projects on how we can move forward. If you have not heard about us, last year we launched an exhibition through a collaboration with the College of Arts and Letters, the Center for Human Dynamics in the Mobile Age, as well as the library. Here we showcase the work of our students in the Master of Science in Big Data Analytics. We also created a mural, and we also shared the work of the metabolism of cities in different areas around the world. So you can also take a look at the QR code. This is the virtual exhibition, showcases the exhibition. And the reason that we wanted to have this exhibition be virtual is because we wanted to make sure that it was accessible to everyone. The topic of the exhibition was SDSU for SDGs, Leave No One Behind. And so here we showcase a lot of the different injustices that are happening across San Diego County as well as Imperial County. We wanted to make sure that people were aware about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals as well as different climate change initiatives. Our newest project that we're currently working on, we were invited to participate at the World Food Forum that took place last year in Rome, Italy. And the main topic here was the lack of nutrition in our foods, not only in Europe, but also all around the world. This created great collaboration to now work on a project really, with the Vatican in Rome, Italy. So in this particular project, we're focusing on the injustices of immigrant women across different borders. In our particular project, we're focusing on the US-Mexico border as well as the Colombia-Venezuela border. We want to understand what are the main injustices, challenges that women face across the border, not having access to healthcare, if they are exposed to human trafficking. And so there are several different aspects of this particular project. Additionally, here, one of our students presented the work of our research, Fernanda Carrillo, who's a Master of Science in Big Data Analytics students. The topic was Empowering Women's Well-Being, a Comprehensive Approach to Social Health Disparities. She ended up winning Best Poster in the work, and also her poster will be here in the second session of this event. Additionally, we have another student, Surbi Sawant. She's also a Master of Science in Big Data Analytics student. She's developing a chat box called NutriBot. The idea is that in South America, a lot of people do not have access to healthcare and understand what healthy eating is. So she's developing a NutriBot in order to help and alleviate some of those major issues, and which was also presented at the Student Research Symposium. Here is one of our undergraduate students who's a researcher at the Metabolism of Cities Living Lab. We wanted to understand the perceptions, behaviors, and attitudes of SDSU students, what they perceive as sustainability. And we did a comparison analysis between SDSU students and universities at Po University, Sciences Po University, that is in Paris, France. And we wanted to have a better understanding of what, if they were aware of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, but also what are some of their current behaviors, their attitudes concerning the government, and so on. So we did a bit of an analysis there, not only on those two universities, but now we're currently analyzing the data for some of the other universities that also participated in this activity. Additionally, as I mentioned before, the Metabolism of Cities Living Lab works on developing projects around the world, but also sharing what we have developed. So we participate for the past years in several different COPs. If you're not familiar with COP, it's the main climate change conference of the world. Last year, it took place in Dubai in the Emirates. So where we developed two different side events. One was related to art and education of SDGs innovation through data, and the second side event was a digital ocean and citizen science approaches. We partner with the Digital Innovation Pavilion, and we also gave the opportunity for our students to present the work at COP in Dubai. Additionally, we also presented in the COP27 in this case, it was in Egypt, El Sheikh, Egypt. And in this event, we showcased the work of Metabolism of Cities Living Lab, including the exhibition that was presented and inaugurated last year in February. So here you can see a couple of the photos of some of our teammates. We've also worked with the Italian government in order to develop the pre-COP26. In this case, we teamed up with the UN, a major group for children and youth, to work on developing a seminar on microplastics and marine litter. We had a student competition to develop some real-life projects that can occur not only in Italy, but in different areas around the world. And here you can see some of our teammates in Milan, Italy. Additionally, to participate in international events, we've also, for the past year, organized an international conference. We've teamed up with several hospitals, practitioners, universities across Europe in order to develop the One Health International Conference. Last year, the conference took place in Barcelona, Spain on October 19th to the 20th, and here you can see a little bit of some of the different activities that took place. And in this case, the topic was bridging the gap from science to policy, from policy to implementation. We had the opportunity to showcase some of the results from our international conference at Dubai at the COP 28. So here you can see a little bit of our different activities. Additionally, we created a side event to showcase some of the results from the One Health International Conference. And the year before that, we organized the One Health International Conference in Sicily, Italy. So here you can see some of the participants, the organizers and the participants that were at the event. We teamed up with the University of Catania in Sicily, and we just recently published our book. This year, the International One Health Conference will take place in Athens, Greece. So if you can, we hope to have you there. Of course, if you cannot attend in person, you can join us remotely. And thank you very much. And if you want to volunteer, if you want to know more about the Metabolism of Cities Living Lab and the work that we do here across the US-Mexico border or internationally, please do get in touch with us. Thank you.
All right, let's give a round of applause to all of our presenters. They will be up here if you have specific questions for them, and this concludes our first session of the day. Thank you.
Testing. Okay. All right, what a great presentation. Let's give another round of applause. Super exciting. It's time for our first opportunity drawing. 2 lucky winners will receive a $25 bookstore gift card generously donated by Aztec Shops in this bucket. So please get out your tickets from earlier from when you checked in so that we can draw our first 2 winners. Does everyone have them out? Oh, yeah. Okay, the first winner. Four, 6, 9, 3, 1. I always love hearing the 5. Not yet. One more time. Like, say the number one more time. Oh, okay. It's 4, 6, 9, 3, 1, 9, 5. Woo! All right. Come up here to get your prize. Would you like? All right, and this. Okay, and the second winner. I didn't look, I swear. Okay. 4, 6, 9, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yay! All right, thank you so much to our winners and congratulations. Check out the tables, research, posters, and CAP activity in the lobby. The next session will start at 10:55.